Throughout Oklahoma's wonderful and illustrious history throughout the years, it has always been that we have had outstanding players, special players, things that are uncommon in this program, from Bud Wilkinson to Barry Switzer to Bob Stoops and now Brent Venables. And today I would like to discuss my list of future stars who will probably make an impact in this program after it's all said and done. We're going to discuss this and so much more on this episode of Sooner Legends Podcast. Well, welcome to this episode of Sooner Legends Podcast. I'm your host, Mike the Legend, and if you're new to the family and new to the channel, hop down and hit that red subscriber button. Turn on your post notification bells. That way you won't miss any OU content that I will be uploading. And if you're on a computer or a laptop and watching this, if you notice down in the bottom right hand corner, there's a watermark that looks like a subscribe button. All you have to do is put your little pointer over that, and you could subscribe to the video without hopping out. Could you also give me a like and comment on the video? Because all of that helps push the algorithm of YouTube. And for small content creators such as myself, that means the world to me. And also, could you please share the video? Because sharing is caring. Well, as I alluded in the video, if you go back through Oklahoma's rich, deep history of star players, we have always been pretty much on the forefront. When you go back to Bud Wilkinson, you had Claude Arnold, Darrell Royal, Leon Heath, Tommy McDonald, Clendon Thompson, got Jim Weatherall, Prentice Gott, all of them guys, Chuck Fairbanks, Bob Warmack, Steve Owens, Ken Mendenhall, Bob Calsoo, Granville Liggins, Eddie Hinton, Barry Switzer. Two list is too long to mention. Just take your pick out of Barry's group. And Bob Stoops also. So now we're in the Brent Venables era. And I would like to highlight some future stars who I think will make a significant impact to this program by the time these guys either declare for the draft or they stay their 4 years and get their degree and go to the pros then. And I'm going to start off at the offensive side of the ball. And my first nominee is Jackson Arnold, quarterback. He was he played high school at Denton Geyer, Gatorade National Player of the Year, 5 star. The guy just he has a laundry list of accomplishments he had while he was in high school. And we first seen it. He didn't start in the BYU game, but he came in when DG got hurt. And one thing I noticed in that game, and we've talked about it, everybody's talked about it, and I'm going to bring it up again, was when he called that audible and hit Jalil Farouk for the first down to seal the win for that game in Salt Lake City. You just don't see things like that happen a lot. And especially for the inexperience that Jackson had going into that game. But that tells you what kind of he's got it up here in his noodle that he was thinking. And also we seen him in the Alamo Bowl and He had some flashes, but he had he had 3 interceptions, but he played like a true freshman. He That was his first start. He was basically thrown to the wolves in that game, but he had some bright spots in that game. So Jackson Arnold, he has the potential. I'm not saying he is, but he has the potential to eventually have the next statue in Heisman Park at the University of Oklahoma. The potential. Now I'm going to back it up to the running back. I'm going to. I mean, we got some good ones in that room. Caleb Hicks, Gavin Sawchuk, Javante Barnes. I mean, but this one's going to Taylor Tatum. Just because if you looked at his yardage at Longview, he's 5'11. Let me get my notes here. Let's see. 5'11", 205 pounds is what they had him listed at. But they went 11-2 last year at Longview, where he played high school football. They won a division championship. He ended up with let's see. He rushed for 1,463 yards. Uh, Caught 6 passes, 130 for 138 yards, and threw 1 touchdown pass, and total 23 touchdowns. So he's my out of the running backs. Taylor is going to be my pick for the future star. That, and he's dual sport. He's going to play baseball, and so he has there again. I'm saying potential because he hasn't played it down yet at OU, but he has the potential of sealing his name in with the great running backs that has been at the University of Oklahoma, Billy Sims, all the greats, Samaje P. Ryan, Joe Mixon. He has Adrian Peterson. He has a chance to put his name in that group of elite running backs that we have had at this university. Now my big guy up on front, I chose Eddie Pierre Louis, just for the simple fact that we've all seen his highlight reels. We've all seen that video where he repped 225 pounds on the bench like he was benching pillows. He's a track star. We seen that video where in that 100-yard dash, just keeping up with them track junkies. So that if you watch his tape, he's good with his hands. He finishes blocks through the whistle. He has some work to do on pass blocking and that such, but look who's the O-line coach. Bill Bedenbow. So he'll get EPL developed, but that's on the offensive. He he's my pick for a future #1 draft pick in the NFL draft. Now going on to the defensive side of the ball, the power line that we recruited last year: David Stone, Jaden Jackson, Danny Okoye. Those guys, take your pick. And I'm telling you who the sleeper is in that group, and that's Jaden Jackson. He from what we all seen and heard during spring camp and the spring game, this guy he he's killing it. And but like I said, you got Stoney, and you got Okoye, who I think is going to shine. You just take your pick out of those. I'm going to go with Jaden Jackson. I think he's going to be the next Outland Trophy winner at Oklahoma. It could be Stoney, but like I said, I'm kind of looking at in between the lines here, and Jaden is just a beast. He's he's going to be hard to handle. And now, like I said, I'm not when I say future stars, these are the new guys that came in out of this recruiting class. I'm not talking about the guys that are juniors and seniors this year. These are the guys, basically freshmen and sophomores. So that's who I'm talking about. And in that defensive backfield, I'm going with two guys, Michael Bokanowski and Peyton Bowen. You're looking at two possibly future All-Americans with them two guys, which we seen Bogue in the spring game. He brings back that old school nasty to his position. And Peyton Bowen, this will be his second year. From what I've heard from a few other podcasters, not only is he going to be playing in the defensive backfield, he's also going to be returning punts. So we might have us another Antonio Perkins on our hands. Well, that's all I have for y'all today. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to, on the way out, to subscribe, to like and comment. And if you notice in my video over here, and down in the right and the left, I've got videos that you can click on and go watch. And as always, y'all have a great day. This is the Legend. We'll see you on the backside. Boomer Singer.